might be my arrogance, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology.
March 28, 2019, and this must be Dead on Dave Live. That's right, the place that you go for all those opinions that you can't live without from the fat guy that you never knew that you needed. And of course, I don't do this by myself because I'm simply not good enough, and I don't care about most of this shit enough to do it on my own. So we have one of my all-time favorite co-hosts joining me today, because who else better to take us through the throes of insanity that is the world of Onision than the one, the only, the Faye-nicorn, Faye Bell. What's going on, gorgeous lady?
Hello, everyone.
Fired up.
Hi. Yes, I just drank some Crystal Light.
Who said? Wait. What does Crystal Light do to you? What does that do?
It's just flavoring water, so I just
yeah,
feel excited.
But it doesn't do anything. It's just flavored water. There's nothing in it.
I'm like allergic to like everything, so any kind of flavoring I can get is a good thing.
That's too funny. It's like, yep, it's that flavor number 5 that messes me up.
Well, you see, I have this like issue where I'm like perpetually stuck as basically a preteen, and so I'm like those kids that are like, they get turned when they drink like a bottle of Coke at a birthday sleepover. That's me, as an adult.
You do not have that iron constitution that comes with adulthood. You're still like, oh, sippy box? Oh, fuck, I'm trash, man.
I have the worst constitution ever. I have spent 3 weeks of this. Okay, it's still March. I had to check. 3 weeks of March sick.
Yeah, we missed the last show because we were supposed to do this show last week, but we ended up having to wait a week. I wasn't feeling good last week either, so I had no problems with it whatsoever. But yeah, the last one we did Trisha, and now we're doing the Onision special. And after this, are we done with the wrap-up specials? Or are you going to continue to use the show as exposés for the people you find most interesting? Because I'm okay with either.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, so there's like some stuff I want to talk about that's like trending topic, right? But
right.
Honestly, there's not like a ton of like really great stuff. Like, I mean, like, who wants to watch a stream about, oh my god, Beauty Blender said this other beauty blender wasn't as good as them? Like, no.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people are making a lot of money doing those fucking type of content. If I gave any shit about.
Right. My bad. And I love Beauty Blender, but girl, it does absorb makeup. Okay, honey.
And that's your beauty tip of the day from Faye. All right. So, yeah, you're feeling
I have
better.
exciting news.
What's the news?
I learned what finna means. Finna. I kept seeing Jeff Huffman say it on Twitter, and I didn't know what it meant. And then I knew that I was the worst millennial ever.
You really are the worst. Yeah, you don't know finna? Man, see, I'm from the West Coast, man. We got finna. We got even another one that'll fuck you up even more than that. If you think finna's bad, wait until you get somebody who goes, I finsta. Finsta's old school. People don't know Finsta.
No. Finsta, I know. Finsta is a fake Instagram.
No. Finsta is the same thing as finna. It means I'm Finsta do this. I'm gonna Finsta fuck this chick. Finsta, finna, it's a whole thing. Yes. I finna
there's more people I want.
Sorry.
I finna want to talk about.
You wait.
Amber
No. You used it wrong, Faye. No. You can't finna wanna. You gotta finna do. You know, I finna talk about this. We finsta talk about.
Can't you want to do something?
No, you can't finna wanna. You can't.
Like, see?
That's like saying you want to wanna.
Big E wants to finna bust a nut.
Well, Big E's also fucking autistic. So I don't know what. I mean, that's not the guy. No, finna bust a nut is right. I finna bust a nut. That's completely fine. That's acceptable. To. Yeah, because it means he's going to. I finna go to the store. Yeah. Finna bust a nut.
Onision.
Yes. No, I don't know if he can. No, I don't think he's gonna do that. I said autistic, not completely out of his fucking mind. Holy shit, it's fantastic. Finsta, finna, Finn Balor. There you go, Flan. Well done.
Oh my gosh! I just want to say that I came across something that basically is like it makes things Ned Flanderized, and so I Ned Flanderized the lyrics to "Crazy Frog" by Axel. Yes, that's true, everybody. Someone wrote the lyrics to that song that's like, ring, 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 bing, bing.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
I I was thinking about reading it for a joke ASMR video.
You should, if you ever want to make money, like extra money, you would kill an ASMR. You would kill it. You'd kill it. You got a good voice.
No, I have an ASMR video already, Dave. It's me reading the lyrics to the donkey rap.
No, that's not what we're talking. No, no. You got to do it. You got to go like all out with it, like ear cupping. You got to buy a 3DO. You got to do all that stuff. You got to do ear licking.
Ready for this?
Yes. There. Oh,
right.
I'm tingling. I'm tingling. Good Lord. All right. So, the funny thing is ASMR is not completely off the table of conversation because one of the people who is at the forefront of this entire Onision situation is Mr. Repsion, who I've had on this channel. And we all know that Repsion dabbles in the ASMR world as well. It really has nothing to do with this, but I just wanted to bring it up because it's funny.
Yeah, I'm going to try to... I'm not going to cover the stuff that Repsion has already made videos on, so please watch his videos. They're very funny. He's very funny. There's no point in, rehashing that. You should have done your homework. How long have I been telling you guys to watch those videos? They're good.
Repsion has come all the way back, and really, I mean, he's bigger than he's ever been before. His channel's growing again. His videos are doing incredibly well. It's kind of ironic it's happening at the exact same time that he's finishing up his degree and everything with the welding school. But, I mean, it's been huge to see him come back, and it's all been because of the Onision boom. Every time that everybody says that Onision's dead, buried, gone, man, it just seems like he's able to rise like fucking Lazarus and just give everybody money. He's giving everybody money. I'm like the only one who doesn't have my hand out. Like, I am today because this is getting monetized. But yes, Faye is here today to take us through everything that's been going on in the not the Fayeverse, but the Onision
and
world.
I have notes, everybody.
Oh, she took notes too. But remember, if you want to go to the source for almost everything you can possibly want on the situation with Onision, go to Repsion's channel. Okay. You're going to get...
No, he hasn't covered everything.
Well, exactly. We're going to give him a couple ideas here today with some of the things that we're going to talk about. But, I mean, Repsion's doing a really good job. And we don't really... I don't claim to know anything about Onision. I'm just here to support my friend.
But don't go right now. Stay here and watch this. And so that then when you go and look at his video story, see that...
Yeah, you'll be well prepared.
And speaking of Repsion,
yeah,
Onii-chan is suing him, or threatening to anyway.
Yep, that's the latest thing that's happening. Repsion has responded to this a couple times now. He's talked about it, about how and this is the crazy thing about it, Faye. This is the thing that makes me... I'm glad you started with this, because this is the Greggiest thing that Greggy Poo could possibly do.
And it's not the first time. He sent fake cease and desist letters to Joyce Sparkles.
So I love that he uses failed tactics, because if it's not going to work with a dipshit like her, what do you think it's going to do to somebody who's actually fucking pretty goddamn intelligent, Mr. Repsion? It's not going to work. He saw right through it. There's really not much that anybody can do about somebody giving their opinions based off the shit that you do on YouTube. It's pretty ridiculous. So what's exactly happening with it? Is Repsion completely ignoring it, or should he countersue? What do you think's happening?
I don't think he's going to countersue, because I feel like he just doesn't care. I think he's just going to ignore it.
Yeah. Well, first off, Onision's not going to sue. He ain't suing him. It ain't happening.
I mean, I hope he does, because that would be funny.
So do I. I really hope he does, because he will lose.
Maybe I'm asking too much for the gift that keeps on giving. Let me read you this really great email. Some time ago, I asked you to stop making videos about me that were based on misinformation and were slanderous.
Yes.
This email is to formally request you to move all videos of me on your channel, especially the most slanderous ones. Can we get a ranking? Right. I want a ranking from most to least slanderous.
I love that in the email that he gives to Repsion too. I love how there's no specifics. Like, how do you think you're going to start a fucking lawsuit if you don't? The first thing you have to do is tell the person what they're doing that is slandering you. Tell them what they're getting wrong and give them an opportunity to retract. That's how this works, dipshit.
Which statements aren't true?
Right.
Which,
because they're all true. Because there's no, we don't have to lie about this fucking guy. That's the best part about him. That's the best thing about covering Onii-chan. We don't have to lie. No one has to lie about anything. It's all true and it's all awful.
And you all post it for us, and we love it. All right. He says, having requested the removal of said videos formally and stop harassing myself and my family, your actions beyond that last request and this point make legal matters more simplistic. Okay. Instead of coming from a lawyer, this is coming from Onii-chan's email.
Of course.
Because it's so simple. You made countless videos harassing me and my family over the last 7 years. You made videos about my Patreon, which is a huge source of income. I could prove financial damages. Can you, though?
No, you can't. I don't think you can. And Repsion already destroyed that one, which was great, by the way. Did you see him destroy that one? That was my favorite thing that he did. Because since Repsion started talking about, and what this one was specific, at the very least, of course he doesn't say specifically, but at least this one is a little bit specific because you can point to something. He's talking about the Patreon talk. Onii-chan had a Patreon exploit, we shall call it, with somebody basically just disrespecting the entire shit of Patreon, really, at the end of the day, disrespecting his people, all that stuff. Got in a little bit of a tizzy, and Repsion covered it. I believe the matter was over $2. It was a $2 patron. Yeah, I believe.
A $2 pledge. $2 pledge because the person didn't like that Onii-chan was making fun of Shane Dawson and kept calling him a pedophile baselessly. And they said that they didn't like that, and they felt like, they didn't like that he kept attacking him. And Onii-chan was like, well, fine then, go die on the cross for your pedo kiddly diddler, basically. Paraphrasing, allegedly. Anyway. Yeah. So that $2 a month was financially devastating to Onii-chan.
But the problem for Onii-chan is that, once again, Repsion isn't joy. It's a problem when you're fighting against somebody who's, mentally competent. It does help. It hurts you, but it helps the person that you're trying to fuck with. Because Repsion pointed out very accurately and very quickly that since the video came out, Greg's Patreon's gone up. He's making more money than ever fucking before. He should be thanking thanking fucking Repsion, and maybe even sending him a royalty check. Jesus. Like, how are you gonna fucking it's so stupid. Like, remember the whole situation with Barley House, the whole Barley House situation. We were talking about how when we thought everything was legitimate with it, and FaZe Banks was talking about suing and all that stuff, and he was talking about there was slander stuff that was going around. But unfortunately, no, it wasn't Barley House. It was the first Jake Paul fucking situation with Mr. Tough Guy Banks. That's what happened with that. And he was like, you're slandering me, whatever. But the problem was he couldn't show anything because his numbers went up with the whole Jake Paul thing. With the whole choking fucking fiasco. Remember all that?
Yes, I do remember.
His numbers went up, not down. It kind of fucked him, so he didn't really have a case on that. And it ended up really amounting to nothing anyway. But still, you got to have a ground is the point. And if it's going up, arrows going up means you're gaining, Greg. Not losing. It means you're gaining. Just letting you know. What else happened there, Faye?
Anyway, he repeats himself more for the rest of the email. Then he says that he's CCing full screen, which is Repsion's network, so because they have been complicit in his consistent harassment and slander. And then he responds to another one and says, my apologies for not including this in the original message. Repsion's full legal name. You have 72 hours to remove all videos, including my images, 4 videos. Additionally, your network has 72 hours. Dyslexic right there. You see that? 27? Your network has 72 hours to remove you, which aka is full screen. He keeps saying that you've subjected my family to slander. Girl, when? And then he says, pursuing you for damages, blah, 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 slander, blah, blah, blah.
Do it.
Girl, if somebody's responding to the shit you put out there, that ain't slander.
No, it's not. But there has been some good cases made against you for some of the things that you've said out there, Greg. I don't know if you want to start the whole
Whoa, Dave, don't jump the ship.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't know where you were going on that one. But it's just common sense, man. Greg should be worried about his own legal problems and other people's. Please continue.
So, we open. Boop, 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 boop. Repsia. Let's talk about other people that Onii-chan is threatening to sue.
Because there's a list, right?
So as we've mentioned, Joy Sparkles, but she's kind of like, she's not like in
that's
it
crazy
that
on
much.
crazy crime right there. I ain't worried about that. That's totally fine.
Please, you should watch their debate. It's hilarious.
Oh,
anyway.
I'd shoot myself in the fucking face, Faye. I got a portal gun that I'm hoping that actually could work. Because I swear to God, 3 minutes of that, I would have to blast myself into another fucking dimension. It would. I don't think I could do it. That would be a good challenge.
I have
though,
a sick sense of humor.
Make
I watch the 3-hour vegan gains debates.
Well, you're
they
a
are
masochist,
funny.
though. You're a masochist.
They are funny as all heck. Against the ones that he has against, what's his name? Frank Truffalo or something?
Couldn't tell you.
So funny. They're so funny.
I see Tommy NC2010 in the chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, pal. Congratulations on your comic book. Just wanted to give you a quick shout there. Yeah, it's a crazy thing, man. It's I couldn't do it though. So who else? So he's suing Joy. Who else?
He threatened to sue Madison DeCambra. She's a YouTuber. She's been on featured in a lot of his videos. Billy the Fridge has worked with her and met her in real life.
Okay, yeah, a little friend of Greggy's, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she used to be a friend of Greggy's too.
He's got a lot of people who used to be friends of his. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. So Greg kind of became obsessed with DDLG, which for those of you who don't know is a BDSM lifestyle. It stands for Daddy Dom Little Girl, where essentially the Dom takes a more caretaker role and the sub takes like an infantile role. Anyway, Greg starts
Continue. No, it's good. It's just like
how
could you read that without laughing, Faye? How could you read? Do me a favor, please. I always want you to do. I want you to read that one more time in the serious fucking voice that you could possibly muster. Like your evening news lady right now. You're about to read a breaking news story that's gonna determine the fate of the universe. Read it. Go.
Where the Dom takes on. Now there's so much pressure.
Why did you go Ben Stein? Fry, Bueller.
I don't watch the news. I figured that's how they talk.
No, not even a little. Never mind. That shit's still funny. Continue on. I love my life. Go ahead.
Daddy Dom, Little Girl.
Yeah.
DDLG. Okay.
Oh.
You're obsessed with making videos on video. Sorry, I hit something.
You're good.
A lot of videos on it. And so Madison, who is a little, became quite offended when Onii-chan featured her in a video where he, I guess, pretended to shit himself. I don't know if he actually did. And then asked her to change his diaper. I think Billy was there too, but honestly, I'm just trying to block the video out.
He's a piece of shit, but I'm sorry. That's funny. See, I don't really have a problem with when people who do weird shit are fucking with other people who do weird shit. And I can call it all weird shit because I do weird shit, so I don't really care. But it's still fucking hilarious. Come on, man. We got a guy who's done all the things that we know Onii-chan has done over the years, making fun of a girl for a sexual fetish, which is even more hysterical if you're really up on your Onii-chan fucking lore. This is amazing. How is this not the most amazing thing ever?
Pot meat kettle much. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, it's incredible. Oh my God.
Is anyone making fun of you for chaining your girlfriend to the basement? Oh, whoops, yeah.
Oh, whoops-a-doodle.
Maybe. Anyway, so basically she looks super uncomfortable in the whole video, and then she uploads a video apologizing to the DDLG community for being featured in that video, and she says that she doesn't want to make fun of her community or misrepresent it because adult baby and DDLG is different. Whatever. I don't care. The kink community can work that shit out.
Yeah,
anyway,
we're not kink shamers here, but yeah, come on. Yeah,
Onii-chan got so offended that he basically disavowed her and was like, F you, bitch! I hate you! And also, you cheated on your husband or your boyfriend or whatever the fuck. And I have always hated you since you did that, even though we were friends for 6 years. It's always been under my skin.
He's the worst. He's the absolute
worst. He full out spurred.
So just because she didn't even say anything really towards him, She was apologizing for her own involvement to something that she was a part of to her own community. And Greg took offense to that?
Yes.
That's the story?
Yes.
What a fucking... And then he outed her for having an affair that was not public knowledge beforehand?
Yes.
What a great guy to be friends with, man. I love Billy the Fridge, one of my favorite fucking people in the world, and one of my favorite interviews that I've done, too. In the interview, I asked him, how you balance being friends with pieces of absolute fucking garbage, And I understand that people are different than the public face that we see them as, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of depth here. And the only thing that Billy was really able to come back with to that question specifically about Onision was, Greg has his own opinions. And that was about it, man. Because there's no defending. It's fucking ridiculous. It really is. Oh, my God. I hear you typing away. Keeping that chat active, are you, Faye?
I just, you know me, I really like to interact with people.
I know. It'd be great if you interacted with me as my co-host. It'd be even better.
You were talking. I'm listening.
I know. No, you're typing. Well,
I can do both.
Yeah, you're right. You are smarter than me, so you probably can. Fair enough.
I'm a multitasker.
You are a multitasker indeed. All right, so anyway, where are we going here?
Yes, Billy the Fridge, saint of all patience. Who knows how he does it? Speaking of Billy the Fridge, then Madison goes... so basically, Madison and Onision are like, we no friends no more.
Right.
Then Madison decides to not spill the tea. Girl, how dare you?
Good on her.
And then she goes on Billy the Fridge's podcast, Drunken Peasants, I believe it's called.
Yeah, the Drunken Peasants.
Yes, good. See, guys, I do my research.
Good job, Faye. Good job. Proud of you.
Jeff, he said Tommy would shoot me.
No, he said, never mind, you're a female. He'd creepily hit on you, yes.
If Tommy... Just tell him, I did start the stream off with, I did have Crystal Light, and I'm very pumped, so I'm sorry I have a lot of energy right now.
No, it's fine. Look, if Tommy fucking saw a picture of Faye, he'd shit himself, first off, okay? And then he'd creepily try to hit on her, but I don't even think he would try because he's so far out of... That's like a fucking goblin trying to fuck a fairy. It just ain't happening. It's like ridiculousness. I love you, Tommy, but no. Go ahead, Faye.
I'm just very excited, guys, and I took an iron pill, too.
You're hopped up on iron pills and Crystal Light. It's a dangerous day for Faye. What
so much electrolytes. Sorry. I will try to keep it sane. Anyway.
So much electrolytes. You're fucking retarded. You're so retarded. And I love it. Oh, my God. I really needed this today. So much electrolytes. I fucking love it. Continue, please.
Right. So he went on her podcast, and then she kind of said that she talked to his ex-girlfriend, Shiloh-chan, Canadian pop star idol.
No idea who that is either,
yeah. Yeah, well, that's because you're not Canadian. Only Canadians know.
I
legit saw her on TV when I was little.
I know a lot of Canadians. Ryan Reynolds, Bryan Adams, plenty of them.
Well, she never, crossed over to, American
okay. Fair enough.
So anyway, started saying that he started dating her at 16, which would make Onion the pedo as we all know him. I mean,
where did he do it, though? Where did he do it? Because that does matter. It mattered for legality's sakes. Was he dating her?
It would have been illegal, which was the problem. He had to wait till 17, the magic number.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what this happened in Canada?
So she was in Canada. He was in some state. They met up in a state where the age of consent was 17, and then they banged.
All right. Well, then.
So if they did that when she was 16, that's where the problem is.
That is a big problem. That's why I wanted to know exactly what state so we can look it up and make sure we.
Madison said that she misspoke later after the podcast was done, but Onision basically raged out saying that Madison accused him of being a pedo.
There is a problem if she backpedaled, so
yeah,
she either lied or she made a big boo-boo there and wasn't supposed to do any of that. Who knows? That one's interesting to me because people don't typically backpedal on things when they're about Greg. I don't know. There's probably nothing that's going to come of it because there's a lot of ambiguity with it. It'd be he said versus she said and all that type of shit. So more than likely, I think that's probably a dead one. But I guess we could chalk it up to a pedophilic tendency. We'll call it that for the sake of
it's a hebeophile. This is the person. Someone needs to say that.
What did you call him?
Some people say that. Actually, it's a hebeophile.
What a hebeophile? What the fuck is that?
It means like attracted to 13 to 17-year-olds.
Oh, real? That's a specific target. Wow. So pedophile's not good enough anymore. Now it's hebeophile?
They care a lot. Anytime you're for like so-and-so's a pedo, this like random little worm will come over the wall and be like, actually, they're a hebeophile.
We always have those. A beaver file, says Pyoxes. That's a new one, says Kuma. I've never heard of this shit either. I'm learning some stuff today. That's fantastic. I know, Kuma.
I have pedos on Twitter. It'll come out.
Kuma's like, I've never heard of that phrase before. Neither have I. I'm like, a beaver file. That's fantastic. Is it something to do with beaver?
That's
I have
true.
no idea.
Anyway. Sorry. So anyway, so he was all mad, and then Madison, and then he started dragging her name through the mud. So Madison decided to finally spill some tea. And that's where first we're gonna start off with the low grade one.
Okay.
Apparently she went over to his house and he had guinea pigs. They had fleas on them and he needed fresh bedding, and their nails were so long that they were curling over and had never been trimmed.
Yeah.
Madison says, you really need to take care of them. They're not living in optimal conditions. And Onision responded, I'm not going to do those things. So if you want to, then take. And so she took his guinea pigs and took proper care of them. And Onision has a bad habit of not really taking so good care of his animals.
No,
he killed his
right now.
turtle. Yeah, he killed his turtle, Reptar.
Oh, he named his turtle Reptar, though? I hate him so much, but man, that's a Rugrats reference, and that's fantastic.
Yep.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He put the turtle outside in the middle of summer and put a plastic bin on top of it and fried it.
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
A couple years ago.
There's video of this?
He talks about it, yeah. In the video after people started asking where Reptar was. And then as you notice the picture that Dave put on, that's Onision's garage, and there's another one of his backyard, but I don't know if Onision saved that, where literally he basically lives like a trash troll hoarder, like low tier hoarder. And this is where he lets his dogs out during the day to play. Just literally just in piles of trash. So when you see like those like, hoarded buried alive like shows, and you just see like those animals living in trash.
Fuck, man.
This is like the low tier.
That's insanity. I mean, it's really gross. It's very disheartening to see some of this stuff. I'm gonna put some of these other screenshots that we have as well throughout the course. If you tell me to put some of those up that you gave me, I have like the first 4 or something, but it's not a big deal. We do got some screenshots, not all of them at the moment. I didn't know we were doing screenshots until 2 seconds before the stream, but I do got some of them. This one's, I mean, this is gross. I mean, like, look,
the fish tank one.
This is just the one with the dogs. I mean, like,
okay,
the fish tank one. It's just a tank, a shot of a.
Put that fish tank one up because somebody who's like a fish expert explained why this is so bad, okay, and I wrote down what they said.
Okay, fair enough. Give me 1 sec. God damn it.
The hashtag fish experts right here.
The fish experts. The fish spurks, we'll call them, yes. Give me 1 sec. I got to get it. Hopefully this doesn't tank the fucking stream. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so I'm putting that up now, so go ahead and explain why it's so bad. Faye.
I'll wait till I see it.
It's up right now.
Okay. God. Me bad. Okay. All right, so first of all, the fish tank is in direct sunlight, which is apparently a no-no.
It is a no-no.
There's a huge amount of algae overgrowth.
Which is normal for normal. I'm also a turtle owner as well, so I'll weigh in every so often. Algae growth is common, but not this common. Go ahead.
There's an overcrowding of decorations.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
The water level is too low.
Depending on the turtle, that may not be accurate, but yeah.
That's not a turtle. That's a fish tank.
Yeah, I know, but turtles can go in fish tanks.
Oh, okay.
I have my turtle in a fish tank.
There's no heater.
Doesn't depending
Apparently,
on turtle.
unless you're keeping goldfish.
Depending if this is where they kept their turtles don't necessarily need a heater. Depending on what.
This is not the turtle tank. This is recent. This is a fish tank.
So this is just a random fish tank with fish in. This has nothing to do with the turtle. This is just a fucked up fish tank.
Yeah, no, the turtle's dead. The turtle died years ago.
Can we confirm there's fish in that tank? Because if not, I mean, if it's just a picture of an empty tank, it doesn't really matter.
So with some rotting water and it's plugged in.
As long as there's no fish in it, I don't care if he's just disgusting. As long as he's not hurting fish. If there's no fish in there, I don't care how disgusting. There could be a million reasons as to why that tank is looking the way that it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean that he's abusing animals. You know what I mean? Now, if there's a picture with fish trying to float in that motherfucker, that's a different story altogether. Like, those dog pictures to me are far more damning, far worse, way, way worse, because you can actually see the dogs trying to fucking live in this hovel. That's not cool to me. But the fish tank thing, as long as there's nothing in it, you can have a dirty fish tank that you don't clean. It's your germs. Deal with that shit your own. I don't give a fuck. That's on him. Don't hurt those animals. Don't put no fucking fish in those tanks, you fuck. I'm really mad at that story you told me about him frying a fucking turtle. Because if anybody knows me and my history, my turtle that I still have in Germany that I've had since 2009, we rescued from a trash can. We got from a trash can that other soldiers, ironically enough, other soldiers who were living in Wiesbaden in the same building that we lived in, fucking just threw this turtle away. Just threw her away in a small little tiny tank, and that motherfucker is still alive and still mean to this goddamn day. we rescued this. So this really irritates me when I hear and see things like that. And
the puppies, they don't deserve that. No. They have 3 dogs.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know. Like, people have called. What is that? They've had animal control called on them twice.
Yeah. And what happens? I mean, when the humane
society... They were just told basically to clean up, you know?
So nothing's actually getting done, you know? I mean, a lot of that has to do with the fucking state he lives in.
But think about, the hoarders. Think about how bad, their animals have never left a cage. They're, starving. I saw one episode where there was, legit a dead cat in the house, and animal control has been called a bunch of times and never took the animals out of the home.
Yeah, you know, the thing, too, is... what sucks about it and why he's probably getting away with it is because these aren't neighbors that are calling. This isn't friends that's calling. These are people who watch him on YouTube. And if it's a good animal protection or animal control office or whatever, they're going to ask those questions. How do you know the person you're complaining about? And unless they lie, they got to say, well, I watched him on YouTube and I saw these videos. So they go to the door already with skepticism in their mind. If I had to guess, I'm creating a scenario right now to kind of explain what might be happening. And Greg, being the opportunistic fuck that he is, sees exactly what's happening, is able to take advantage of the situation without really getting in any trouble. It sucks, but I mean, that's the thing about being on YouTube. You can see the things, but if it's not too bad, if you're not punching somebody, if you're not punching your wife on camera or something like that, then most things will be kind of fucking glossed over. And it's disgusting that the people in his county aren't doing a better job of making sure that he's taking care of the animals that he has to have. It really pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. And he's getting more and more pets. In the background of videos, there's hamster cages and stuff. When he's rehomed a bunch of animals in his past, and just, he's just not a good pet owner. No, so for all the animal lovers, it's pretty sad. He's just,
you know what? I've been trying to think for years now of what to classify him as. What is he? What's his deal? What would we say he is? And the only thing that keeps coming to my mind is a very simple term. It's tried, true, and tested. He's fucking white trash. That's it. He's just fucking prototypical, everyday, stereotypical white trash that happens to live in nicer places for now. You know, it really pisses me. I just like this guy. Anyways, go ahead.
Can I just say, George can't stand you. Next time my goldfish pisses me off, he's going to live with Greg.
You're going to Onision's, Goldie. You better get your shit together. Swim the other way, you little fucking fish. I love George.
You're going in that tank, buddy.
I love that name, by the way. George can't stand ya. I love it. I hate Seinfeld, but I love that name. That's fantastic. Man.
All right. So that's the first thing that Madison exposed him for.
Not too much
the second thing, #Diapergate.
Yes. Let's get into Diapergate.
So
#Diapergate in the chat, by the way, guys. #Diapergate in the chat. Go ahead. Light that shit up. Sorry, Faye. Go ahead.
True. We got to spread it. We got to get it trending. I hate when people say that.
I love that you're the first one. Like, nobody else even cared. You're the first one to do it.
You know what? You got to lead by example.
That's right. That's right. So, all right. Tell me about Diapergate.
Right. So, essentially, I'm going to give you the really quick thing. Okay. So, Madison was out somewhere, but basically, she had basically hired Onision to babysit her 2-year-old. She said that she was only going to be gone for a little bit, and then she would come back. So she leaves, and then Onision's watching the kid, and then the kid poops itself.
That's what kids do. Okay.
And Onision lets her sit in the shit until Madison comes home.
Okay.
And never changes the diaper and never tells Madison that the child pooed.
3 questions. 2 questions.
Yes.
How old's the child?
2.
And how long was Madison gone?
A couple of hours.
Ooh, all right.
So,
see, I was hoping, like, I like to defend even the worst people in the world when there's some stupid ass allegations going on. I actually enjoy defending the repugnant when they're in the right, because that's what being fair is all about. So I was hoping you were going to say, like 20, 30 minutes. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. This is a big deal. Okay. If you're watching somebody else's kid.
Stuff came from it. So anyway, the poop was acidic. So children, for those of you who don't know, have very sensitive skin. And the reason we have to change them right when they poo, like, you cannot let them sit and poo at all.
No.
You have to change it, or else they get a huge rash. And what happened was the poo was so acidic that it gave the child a physical burn that bled.
Right.
So that child was bleeding because the poop that it pooed was burning its skin. Ooh. And Onision let that child sit.
God, man.
In its own shit. Because he said his excuse is if he changed that little girl's diaper, then people would have called him a pedo.
Oh, fuck off. Oh,
that's his reasoning.
You. Okay, see, and Paul Kemper, there's no defending that, Dave. No, I wasn't trying to defend that. What I was saying was I was hoping the situation was going to be like she was gone for like 10, 15 minutes, which is not a big fucking deal, okay? You write a text. That's, to me, that's maybe not defendable, but it's at least, okay, we don't have to make this a big deal. But a couple of hours, and this baby got a rash from it. It actually, the damage to this baby's ass because of fucking Onision's actions.
Yeah, that was bad enough to bleed, yeah.
And his only fucking excuse is that in somebody's private home with no cameras rolling, with nothing to record the situation, that just by changing somebody else's kid's diaper that you agreed to watch, you're going to be labeled a pedophile? Are you out of your fucking mind? How is he not being taken to court for that? Where's Child Protective Services? Where's somebody?
I guess she doesn't want to pursue it. Here are her tweets regarding the matter.
Is it bullshit?
Right?
Is it possible it's bullshit? Because I'm a parent, Faye, and so are you. If you knew this about something, wouldn't you fucking take action against this piece of garbage?
Well, first of all, I question anyone, no offense, Madison, who would leave their child in Onision's care.
Amen. Fucking preach it, girl. Fucking preach that shit.
Madison, I'm sure, no hate to you. I know you love your daughter and you just want the best for her. Not that you'd ever actually watch this. But in case you do, I hope that you know now that Onision is probably not primary caregiver numero uno.
Right. Yeah, Jesus Christ. God damn it, man. I don't even know what to say to that. That one's really repugnant to me.
People are really upset, and so she said that beforehand, she said that she had spoke to Onision about it. Let's see. She was bathing the poop off of her crying child's bleeding butt in his own bathtub. She said, "Why didn't you text me? I would have come back if I knew you were too uncomfortable. to change the child's diaper. You are the adult in charge, and this has happened more than once. Ooh. The responsibility is on you. If you do not communicate this issue or do what needs to be done to keep the child safe, clean, and healthy, you did not give the parent an opportunity to accommodate that, it automatically becomes your fault.
Oh,
you were in charge and you did not communicate.
Absolutely.
Well, he's saying that it's her fault that the baby got this rash. Why? Because I don't know, because he didn't want to change the diaper, and she should have known that, I guess. I don't know. She's supposed to be a mind reader.
He has to have a better excuse than that. He has to have
that's
a better
his excuse. He made a video about it recently, and you can go watch it. And he just says like, "Oh, I know you guys would have called me a pedo if I changed a 2-year-old's diaper." There is nothing sexual about changing a child's diaper.
Why would anybody know? Why would anybody know? How could anybody know if he changed a 2-year-old diaper? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and the fact that in his first thought is, oh, people are going to call me a pedo? Dude, what's going through your mind?
So fuck that baby?
Weird.
So screw that baby? Let the baby get fucking bleeding ass because of you? Are you out of your mind? I can't, this one really, I did not know anything about this, Faye. I knew nothing about this story. I don't follow Greg for this reason, because he is one of the only people who actually pisses me off. Like, to the point of actual anger. Like, a lot of shit, we can hard joke around. How does this fucking guy continue to exist and make money on the internet? We have the stupidest shit happening on YouTube where people are being taken down over the dumbest reasons. There are careers being lost over 10-year-old tweets. We have all these things that are happening that make absolutely no sense, but there is more than enough fucking evidence. And here's where I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. I'm sorry to people who are his friends. I'm sorry to people like Billy. I'm sorry to people who are good fucking people that hang around with these type of people. But here's the issue with that. You're good people, and other people assume that people that you associate with are good people, because typically that's how it works. So you're advocating, you're lending your name and reputation to these fucking reprehensible human beings, guys. Everybody out there who's supporting people like fucking Greg in this way, this is not a fucking smart way to go about life, because these people are hurting others. This is not just about someone with a bad attitude, or maybe he's not fun when you go out and take him out to a party or something like that. These are people who are committing acts against other people's children, their own pets. This is years of fucking history, and yet the best explanation that people get, well, he has his good qualities too. Fuck that shit. This is unbelievable. You're enablers. You're enabling him at this point. It's enabling.
Wait, what are his good qualities? I'm genuinely wondering.
I still have yet to hear one. And I didn't want to push Billy too hard when I had him on, because Billy's going to do what he's going to do. I'm not Billy's father. He can be friends with anyone that he likes and all of that. But I'm saying, and I've said this to Clown too about associations with fucking Keem in the past, and I've kind of softened my stance on that a little bit. But you're offering credibility. You're giving your names credibility. The things I feel very, very important about, like, I feel connected to the people that I am connected with. I have gotten rid of people in the past. I bring in people who are good, because the people that I associate myself with and the people I surround myself with are direct representation on me and my choices. That's the way I was raised. Maybe that's an outdated concept and it doesn't fucking matter anymore. But Jesus Christ, man, say what you want about some people that might have character flaws. You don't like a Tommy C because he can be a loudmouth, annoying guy at times. That's great. You don't like a Dead on Dave because I'm a fat fucking idiot. That's fucking great. That's not the same as being complicit in knowing that there are people like Greg Onision that are hurting other people's fucking worlds here. And it's okay. He's a riot to be with. I don't get it. Am I overreacting?
He might be a riot to be with if you're laughing at him.
Am I overreacting? I feel like I'm overreacting, but I'm not sure. I'm angry. I'm just mad right now. I'm just straight up pissed off.
Yeah, I don't like as a parent, if that was my child, I would have flipped out.
Right. Rightfully so.
Imagine, I can't even,
It's your kid. That's your kid.
Yeah.
You know, my God, it's just, and
over something so stupid.
But why is she going after him over it? If she has evidence, she has proof, she has all this, why does she go after him over it? He has admitted that he did it, and he gives the weakest excuse ever. He endangered her child. So I'm sorry, Madison, I ain't a fan of yours either. That's your child. Go after this.
I don't know. A lot
guy.
of people, like, I don't know. She's just very, like, it took a lot for even her to say that, you know, and she was friends with them for 6, 7-ish years. So she obviously, like, has probably seen and heard a lot of stuff.
Right.
And yeah, people are like, Madison, like, why are you just letting him, like, drag your name through the dirt? And, you know, she's just very, I don't know. I can't tell you.
The only
I don't
thing
know
I
why.
can think of is that he has something on her or something. I don't know. I don't want to make wild fucking speculation allegations, but typically people only protect people like that for 2 reasons. One, their family or they're connected in some way. You know, like, or they're friends that are close enough to be family. You know what I mean by that. And the other is by outing them, you'll be outing yourself. There's a gun pointing right back on you. So typically those are the only 2 reasons why anybody would defend somebody in regular situations, let alone a situation that involves your fucking child. Like, I don't get that. I don't know. Dueling Duels Drew says Onision is the ultimate blackmailer.
More Onii-chan topics.
Oh, you're good. You're 100% right, Dueling Duels Drew. Go ahead there, Faye.
Yeah, no. So 2 more Onii-chan topics I got for you.
Sweet.
To keep. I'm gonna do. Okay, so Onii-chan made an animation where he pretends to kill his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the play-by-play. His ex-girlfriend is Billy.
Okay.
His wife his husband is Lainey. Don't want to misgender anybody.
Don't do that. Don't misgender.
His husband is going by male now.
Yeah,
so
I have a question on that. I think we may have already kind of asked it once before, because this is a question that's been on my fucking mind for a long time. Because of all of the gendering and labeling things that we have in the world right now, and because we are being told that however somebody identifies is exactly how they are, right? That's what we're being told. Mm-hmm. So is technically now Greg gay? I want to know.
So
I'm not even laughing at that.
Says.
I want to know.
He says that he's gay, but he wouldn't be with somebody with a penis.
What? Let's say that again, Faye.
He sexually identifies as homosexual, homo meaning same, but will not be with someone that has the homo parts of him.
That's the funniest fucking thing in my life. I'm going to be a vegan, but I won't eat vegetables. There we go. Oh my fucking... Are you serious? He said that.
Dueling Duelist Drew. They go by... he goes by Lainey or Kai, and also accepts they, them, / he, him pronouns.
Oh, man. Like, it's not even funny before you hear what he just said. It's not even that funny, because the identification stuff, I'm over it. Fine. Call yourselves whatever you want. I don't care. Everybody can be whatever the hell they want. And if I decide to join, to enter the Westminster Dog Show because I identify as a fucking poodle, we'll deal with that when we cross that fucking bridge. But he actually, those are the words he used. I identify as homosexual, but I would never be with a cock.
Yes.
That I don't even know what to say to that. The
man pussies only, please.
So, all right, does that mean I'm a biologically born male, at least that's what I've been told. So if I hack off my shit and leave a big gash, would Greg fuck me? Would he fuck my gash if I call it a pussy and say I identify as a chick? I don't think he would.
That's a good question. You should ask Billy to ask him that.
You know what? If I swear to you all right now, I promise you, I don't care if it's career suicide. I'm telling you all right now what I would do. And if Greg ever heard this, he would know what was coming. If I ever get the chance to interview Onision, that question that I just posed will be the only question I ask him. Until he answers it to my satisfaction, that will be the only question I ask him. I swear to God. I want to make it happen now. I finally want to interview Onision. Because
I should mention about Onii-chan's husband. I could do a whole video on him because he gets a lot of hate because he says that he's transgender and but doesn't have any gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
So is perfectly fine with his female body. Plans not to get any surgeries or take testosterone or do anything to transition other than wear men's clothing and
like
cut
they
their
just
hair
want
short.
the term.
Well, and that's what people are accusing him of. They're saying you're a trender and that you're just saying that you're trans because it's cool now to be trans.
Right. I mean, that's what it feels like. Now, Dueling Duels Drew said, Greg makes sense, sort of. I don't understand that. He goes, it's more of a fetish than being gay. No. See, the problem is he is going after other people about the whole misgendering thing. Now, that's where this comes in. This is where it's very important, Dueling Duels Drew. And you can't get fucking lost in the reality of a situation because we're talking about Greg world here, baby. This is the most fantastical shit that you could possibly have. You got to remember, he attacks others for misgendering her. So in their world,
him.
Excuse me, him. In their world, in their eyes, in their how they view it, she's a man. She's a man. That's not a kink. If it was a kink, he'd want the dick. That'd be a kink. This is a weird kink. So it's a kink. It ain't kink.
To specify, and his husband have been married for 7 years. And when he married his husband was a wife. And only in the last year or two, I guess actually even last couple of months, has his wife now said, I am a husband.
And that's fine.
I know it's very confusing. It's hard for me to keep it straight.
Even that is fine. Like, I don't even have a problem with that. That's fine. That is completely normal to me. That's an okay thing. People will go through points of their life, and if Onii-chan and his husband came to that conclusion together, like, okay, I feel like a man now. I want to live as a man. And Greg's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to support you on that. I'm going to be your motherfucking husband. I'm going to still be your husband.
Especially when you marry someone so young, right? So they started dating when he was 16.
Wait. I got to respond to Duels again. I'm sorry. Because you're still calling it a kink. I don't understand how it can be a kink when there's nothing sexual about it.
You know what? We'll bring him in later and we'll talk.
No, because he'll fucking ramble for a while. I just want to understand what he's trying to say in the chat, because here's the thing. I don't know if you're not understanding what I'm saying of what makes it more. He's talking about a sexuality. How could it not be sexual? It has to be a gay thing because he's talking about being married to a man. He's using the terminology, but when it comes to the actual act, he doesn't want any part of it. That's hypocritical at the very fucking least and lying at worst. And I don't think that's calling it a kink because he wants to use a specific phrase. I don't think that's fair to what it actually is. That's what I think. That's my opinion, though. That's just me. That's just me. Go ahead.
It's
please
like
continue.
my opinion, man. Anyway. It's very, like, we could do a whole talk just on that, but, whatever.
But again, I'm not even going to get it. I don't care. That's totally fine. They can live however they want. She wants to live as a man. He wants to live as a man. He wants to live as a fucking woman. I don't care. The problem is when they attack others under that guise. That's an issue.
I guess, people do have issues with the fact that he's not medically transitioning.
Now we're going into a different realm of it because that is an issue.
And this is a whole different topic, and we'll leave it to the transgender community. Storm Ryan, Calvin Guerra, Miss London. You can go check them out. They talk about detail. They are all transgender. And Calvin Guerra, if you just search Calvin Guerra Laney-bot, he made a whole video about it.
They're well more qualified to talk about it than I am. And I don't mean
they're actually transgender people,
which is a big thing. And I know I'd have some transgender people in the community. There might be some people watching right now. I know at least of two off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And I support anybody who wants to live the way they want. I have a problem when they're using it in a way that is a lie. For one, and you're using it to attack somebody, it seems like you're using it as a crutch. Now, that could be completely cast aside as, well, that's just your opinion, Dave. Well, the problem is there's a lot to back that opinion up. There's a lot of things that he says and they do that back that up. And the community is very powerful. The LGBTQ community is incredibly powerful. It's gaining more power all the fucking time. And if you're saying you're a part of that community and they out you, you're in a little bit of problems. You're having some issues. So it's going to be interesting where that goes. That could be a problem.
we got a little bit sidetracked.
A little bit.
Because we were going to talk about the animation Onii-chan made where he murders his ex.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. We never even got to that. Sorry, Faye. Go ahead.
So, at the time of the relationship, Lainey was identifying as female. So, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to use female pronouns as that's what he identified during this time. Okay.
Fair enough. Okay.
I want to be respectful. So I know.
We're shitting in the guy's mouth, Faye. You know what I mean?
But I know, and that's fine. Fuck Onii-chan. I'm not,
No, we're trying to play by Greg rules. We're playing by Greg rules. Yeah, we're playing by the Greg rules. I don't want to
disrespect. I'm sorry. Yes, whatever. I know it's whatever. SJW, PC.
No. I'm cool with it because you have to with him.
Oh.
You have to. You're good. No. I understand it. It's still funny to me. Like, I get it. When you're fucking around with crazy people, you have to live in crazy person world. You have to use crazy person vernacular. I understand that. It's still funny. It's still amazing to me. It'll never not be funny. But go ahead. Please continue.
I'm glad you're entertained by it.
Yeah. So he kills his
I just want to say something to Cantankerous Chimp.
Cantankerous Chimp.
Anyway. Perfect. I just want to say that we're not wasting time on him. We're just getting some lulz, my dude. We're just milking the lol cow.
Yeah, this really is. There's satire.
It's all good.
It's satire is in the description or in the tags for a reason. Don't take any of this shit seriously. Everyone Lie says it's confusing, but whatever. If I love someone and they wanted to be a horse, I'd stroke their mane and tell them, let them naysay. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's fantastic. But
pony play, that's a thing. If you want that, Everyone Lies. Pony play. I saw a documentary about it.
It's still funny. It's still funny. All right.
But I was going to make one point. Yeah. So obviously they started dating when Lainey was very young, 16, and then got married 18, and then got him pregnant. Got him pregnant at 18. So really like getting that anchor baby in. And so that period of your life, I believe like 15 to 25 is where your like sense of self really develops. Yeah. And so I feel that, when you marry someone so young, you have to expect them to change, right? Because like a 50-year-old is probably going to be the same person they are when they're 60.
More than likely,
right?
Yes.
But a 15-year-old is not going to be the same person they are when they're 25.
No, you're going to
and so when you're latching on to your amoebophile way, when your teeny bopper ages out of the system, you got to expect some changes.
And there already has been, and there will be more. Now, the question really does end up becoming, what are all the changes about? I mean, we see so many conspiracy theories and thoughts, especially in the anti-O community, that he's like completely brainwashed her. I mean, I know I've seen so many things on that. Brainwashing, grooming, all these words. I'm not using any of those words. Why? Because I can't prove any of it. All we can do is say what it looks like.
We could talk about some of the grooming stuff with Sarah, but we won't go there.
Not today at the very
end. Not today. We don't have time to cover that.
But Jesus, this could be a 24-hour fucking... You should do that. 24-hour Greg News starring Faye. And then
I got some breaking news just now. He uploaded while this the stream was going, and now he's claiming to be sexually harassed.
By who?
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
By us? I hope it's by us.
No. By someone that sent him an email saying he was hot, basically.
Oh, fuck off, Greg. You fucking judge people's appearances on camera, you fucking ass. Are you kidding me? You tell people if they're hot or not on camera.
But they consented to the after that.
Fuck you. Not you, him. Christ.
Anyway, so... recap of Onii-chan murdering his ex. So, Lainey tells Greg that they want to be in a true poly relationship, and Greg agrees. Okay. Greg is the one that decided to allow Lainey to date girls so that Lainey could explore their bisexuality. Lainey picks out a girl and finds Billy through Twitter. They later say they didn't want to date her, and that Greg was the one that pursued them to do this.
This was the animation? So, I thought this happened in real life.
This did happen in real life.
This all happened in real life. Okay.
Yeah, so that part's all good. So then, then Greg starts to twist the truth. Greg says the girl tried to tear me away from you and the kids. In the animation, which is a complete lie, because Greg was the one that initiated the cheating incidents between Billy, and Billy never tried to get with Greg. Also, when Greg and Billy were together for 2 seconds, they were separated from Lainey. Apparently, he kissed her, and then he said, let's bang. And when Lainey found out about this, he said that he was going to sign over his parental rights and basically go and just be only in a relationship with Billy.
He put this
in this animation.
Oh, no, that was reality. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened in reality. In his animation, he's talking to his wife, and he's saying, she's trying to take me away from you and the kids. When in reality, Greg tried to leave his wife, of his own volition. He apparently, when Lainey was just talking to her, apparently Greg surprised her with tickets to fly her out without even talking to his wife about it. And all this kind of bullshit. And then Greg says, so I had to kill her with a shovel.
Who did he kill with a shovel?
The Lainey character.
So he kills all right.
To kill his ex with.
So he kills Lainey after he left.
No. He kills Billy.
He kills Billy. Okay, all right. That
the one that he cheated on. The one that he cheated on Lainey with.
Right. Yeah.
So just very quickly, so people who don't know, right? Lainey came out as bisexual and then Greg was like, "Really? That's great. You should date a girl. You should really date a girl. That would be so hot to see you kiss a girl." And then Lainey was like, "Well, I'm just happy with you, but if you really want it," he's like, "I want it so bad." And she was like, okay. So Lainey's like, well, I kind of like this girl. And then Greg starts messaging her. He's like, come over here, bitch. You're so hot. 18. You just turned 18. Nice. Get over here. Anyway, so freshly turned 18 Billy comes over and Greg really pushes them to kiss each other, even though Lainey said she had no want to date her. And then, but then felt pressured by Greg, so started dating. So those two were dating and hanging out, kissing and doing all, the stuff you do when you're dating. Right. And Greg got jealous and said that it's not fair that his wife has a girlfriend, but he doesn't. So he wants to share his wife's girlfriend. Yeah, he wants to share his wife's girlfriend. So Lainey's like, well, I'm not really comfortable with that, but I guess that's okay, right? Because she's very submissive, and Greg's kind of psycho, so she doesn't want to step on toes. And They had kids at the time. I know, actually, Lainey was pregnant, I think, with the second child when this happened.
Doesn't want to get put back in the basement or anything, of course.
Yeah, so she didn't want to, then Lainey's out with her friend, and then Onision, and then Lainey's like, I don't want you doing anything inappropriate when I'm not here. And Greg's like, oh, I wouldn't do anything I wouldn't do with a friend. So then he gives Billy a full body naked massage.
Yeah. Okay, we don't need to go over the entire history with that thing.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry. Okay, and then
we're massages now, Faye. I'm like, okay, I don't really care.
Sorry. Then Greg says, and then she's like, I'm going to leave you. He's like, no, don't. They reconcile, and then he's like, okay, listen, we are going to... He's like, we have to have it. If we're going to do this, it has to be true poly, which means we're all dating each other equally. And she's like, okay, that's fine. She goes to Billy and says, don't fuck him without me around. And Billy's like, okay, I won't. And then Lainey goes out to get groceries, and Onision fucks.
Of course.
Done.
Of course.
So, in this animation, he said, he's accusing Billy of saying that she seduced him, that she only tried to get with him, even though he actively pursued her.
No, Faye,
right?
Faye, you're wrong.
He's just twisting the facts, Faye, and then he pretends to murder the...
Yeah, Faye, you're wrong. You're wrong here. No, he didn't try to twist the facts. No, he made an innocent cartoon. A cartoon that is obviously just a satirical take on a situation so that he could process emotionally. I mean, it's not about revising anything. Obviously, why would he want to revise something? I mean, it's not like he did anything wrong. Why would he have to lie when all the facts are already out there, right? I mean, all the facts are already out there and been well documented, right? Yeah. So with that being known, why would you try to do something revisionist? That doesn't make sense, does it? What a fucking asshole. What an absolute fucking asshole.
He also deleted all his tweets because he's such an honest and true person.
We have haven't even touched Eugene Cooney. You know, it's like it's unbelievable. Like this guy is not.
That's the last thing I have on my
unreal.
list.
Unfucking believable, man. It's just like
really surprisingly. Yeah, unsurprising.
Leap Lizard says, "Can we just ship this weird ass fuck to Mars already? Someone get Elon Musk on this." Yeah, I would donate to that shit. You guys know I don't like separating from my money very much. I have very little of it, but I'd support this cause. All right. Anything else on that situation? Yeah,
let's talk about EC. Let's do it really quickly because Repsion said that he was going to cover this in a future video, although it hasn't come out yet. Let's do it real quick.
Right.
All right. Here are the ridiculous things, just in point form, that Onision has done regarding EC.
What's EC?
First of all,
what's EC?
Eugenia Cooney, she is a YouTuber that suffers from severe anorexia. Just for her sake of her recovery, I'm just going to refer to her as EC for this.
There we go. Here's the Eugenia Cooney story, kiddos. Here you go. Go ahead.
EC is someone who's suffering from severe anorexia with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. All right?
Fact.
Onision is obsessed with her.
Fact. I'll hit the facts. You go ahead.
Onision makes a comedy skit comedy in quotations, where he dresses up as her in a crappy black wig and some emo like to die and vomit in a toilet.
Fact.
He makes a video of him playing The Sims where he creates a sim of EC and then starves her death in the game and laughs about it.
Fact.
He then, after EC claims that she's going to finally get help, Onision makes a video claiming that his videos on her saved her.
Fact! Yes, all these things actually happened. If you can fucking believe this, he has exploited the situation with Eugenie Cooney about as much as he possibly can, while always... Yeah, it'd be funny why his opinions on Eugenie Cooney isn't harassment, but anything that Repsion says about him is. I would love to know why he thinks that. I would love to know.
Before all of this happened, before EC went to whatever medical facility she's going to, she emailed him asking him to stop talking about her. He said that if she asked him directly, he would stop, but he continued to several more videos, over 10 videos since the email.
She's just as wrong as him. I'm sorry. I got to be fair on this one, too. She's just as wrong as him for asking. You have no right to ask that.
He said, if she specifically asked me to stop making videos on her, I will. Then she emailed him and said, stop making videos.
Okay, well, then he gave her an out and then he lied to her. Big shocker. But in general, I'm not all for if somebody asks me to stop talking, I want you to keep my name out of your mouth. Fuck you. You do something stupid, I'm going to talk about you. I don't give a fuck. If you do something that I think is funny or weird, I'm going to talk about you. And Greg has every right to do that against Eugenia if he wants to do that. But if he agreed to stop, if she were to ask him, well, then he's just a piece of shit. But again, it feels like there's a common theme here. What could it be? Onision's garbage. Please continue.
While EC was in recovery, Onision made extremely triggering videos for people that are recovering from an eating disorder, like photoshopping EC heavier and saying this is what she would look like when she finally recovers.
Jesus Christ.
He reveals DMs between him and Jacqueline Glenn. Jacqueline Glenn is a close personal friend of EC. Jacqueline Glenn is asking Onision to stop. She can't reveal the reasons why, but it's damaging EC's recovery. Onision says he'll stop when Jacqueline Glenn gives him an update on her condition.
I want to kill myself.
Says that... He says that that people need to stop calling him money hungry because he was basically making exclusive EC content for a while there because his videos aren't being demonetized. Post a screenshot, but the screenshot proves that he tried to appeal the demonetization.
You can't make that up, man. You can't make that shit up, dude. That's amazing. Oh my God. Oh God, it hurts. It hurts. I could make so much money off him if I wanted. If I wanted, I could make such a career off him. Because I'm every bit as good a speaker as anybody else out there who's making videos. I have no drive to make videos. I don't want to make 10-minute videos exposing shit. I don't want to do that. I could easily do it. I'm a well-spoken dude. I know a lot of fucking big words. I can make some shit sound very good, and I'm funny.
I got all the screenshots and videos.
Oh my God! If somebody wants, I could make a career off of this, but I kind of want to just kill myself instead. I think I'd rather throw myself in a volcano. I'd rather be chopped and fucking drawn and quartered. And that sounds like I'm sorry to everybody who's making money that way. More power to you. But how can every moral to the story be he's gross? That's it. There's nothing deeper. There's nothing to learn from this guy. There's nothing to be appreciated. It's just ick. It's
just enjoy the sideshow.
I can't do it, man. God, Jeff says one might say copious amounts of words. One might say that indeed, Jeffy. One might say that indeed. Good Lord. All right, what else is going on there?
Let's just stop it at that. There's a lot of really mini things. I just grabbed the big boys.
You're like I'm reading the room, Dave.
I kid you not. I could do a 24-hour live stream about Onision. There's much shit.
Yeah. Cantankerous Chimp, Dave, can you speak about Repsion? In what way? I had Repsion on the channel. He was a fantastic interview. I think he's a really interesting dude. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I like the guy in general, and I do consider him a friend. So what do you want me to say?
And I'll say something about Repsion. He says he's going to make a video about, if you want to know more about the BSery of Onision and EC, Repsion's going to make a video about that, which is really exciting. And he also said he's going to review his horrendous wish fulfillment books, which are wonderful. But we got to wrap this up because my baby just woke up from her nap.
Yes, and I need to go back to Twitch and rage some more, so I'm fine with that. Final things, thoughts, all that good stuff. We won't even get the calls today. It just was all Onision. No, it's cool. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Now, anybody who might be hearing displeasure or anything in my voice, I want you to understand. I am more than all right with this. I love this. This is fucking entertaining as shit. But my issue is when I stop laughing for a second, I have to ask myself actual grown-up questions. And when I ask myself those grown-up questions, most importantly, why, I left myself being stumped. That's a hard place to be. I don't know. Everyone lies. It's important to note Repsion isn't Repzilla. No, they are different people. Those are different people.
Oh my God. I really want to cover the rewatch around Repzilla.
It's still going on. It's still happening.
I have watched every video about them. I am obsessed.
Well, we can definitely cover it next week.
I was thinking about booting my Onii-chan show just to talk about it because I love it. I'm like, I'm so into it right now.
Well, it's still going. It's still going. So continue to gather it. Stay on that. I've been following it.
Everybody, if you want to get a precursor, if you want to do some homework for next week's video, Crimson Studios, Ryan, one of our co-hosts, he made an incredible video about the Rewired Soul, Crimson Studios. Go check out his video. It is really well done. And he actually goes and meets the Rewired Soul and interviews him and holds him. It's a great interview. He holds him really accountable for shit. No shit. It's really well done. You should watch it.
Man, I wish I didn't even know about that. Ryan, good work, man. I'd love to watch. I got to watch that. That sounds like something I actually want to watch. That's rare. Good job, Ryan. That's a co-host right there, baby. Can't I pick him? Woo! All right. Faye, what's going on with you the rest of the day? This is your chance to tell everybody what's happening with you and the final things that you want to get out before we get out of here. So the floor is yours.
I'm so sorry that we don't have time to take calls, but if you want to talk about anything related to YouTube drama and Onision, I'm on Twitter at @douchebagins_. Yeah, with the epic promotion. Thank you.
There you
Pyxis.
Pyoxys.
Dang it.
Swing and a miss again, Faye.
What did I say to Jum? I just really people. Me dumb.
And me dumb too. And that's why we're friends.
And me can't wait to play Dungeons and Dragons tonight.
Yeah, go play your D&D. No, I'm actually excited to go back and play some more Pokemon, so I'm all with you. I also got Monster World today at a really good fucking deal. I'm really happy about that. That's something I want to play as well, so I'm a happy guy as well. Faye, thank you so much. Go take care of that beautiful baby.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Faye, everybody. It's always good to have her. She is fantastic. She is fantastically Faye, one would say. Look, there's a lot of shit with this Onision situation, and dealing with it is always difficult because it's like you want to laugh at all of it, but you know you can't laugh at all of it because some of this is some serious shit. So you got to be able to find a way to balance all of it together. And honestly, at points of it, I tune the fuck out and just can't even. There comes to points of levels of insanity where you just can't process it anymore. And that's where I get with Greg. It's just, you can't play by every rule that you have to play it fairly. It's really crazy. He's one of the only people that I would ever actually have no issues with if YouTube decide to delete him off the planet. I'd have no issues with it. And I don't say that lightly because I think the platforming is about the most abhorrent thing that you can do. I think it leads to a very slippery slope thing because if he's okay, why can't other people be okay? He's just one of those people. I think he affects too many people adversely. And honestly, he affects us all adversely because he is one of those people that some people who associate YouTube use his name to associate it with. That affects us all. So I think it's important to talk about it, even though this might not be the most interesting thing for some of you guys out there because it's just high school drama. And it is, by the way. There's no doubt about that. It is important to the ecosystem of YouTube. And it is something I believe in. I believe YouTube has a fragile fucking ecosystem. And guys like that are fucking it up for all of us in a lot. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. Paul Kember, Everyone Lies, Pyoxys, Dueling Duelist, Drew, Faye Bell, Cantankerous Chip, Jamie Quack, good to see you as well. I really appreciate Big E, everyone who's up in this piece today. Thank you for hanging out. Hit that like button before you go, and we will see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Make sure you also check me out on Twitch. All my information down below in the description box. See you later. Keep it copious. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Dueling Duelist Drew, baby. Hit me with that outro. Peace.